What's going on, Seahawks? I'm Betsy and Andrew, and welcome back to Seahawk Central Sports. This week is a week of conference wins and getting real personal with some of your favorite players.
That's right, Betsy. February has just started, and love isn't the only thing in the air. We also got a couple Seahawk wins up there to catch you up on. I'm Payton Goodwin, and this is Seahawk Central Sports. Let's get to it. Coming into a close win at 59-55, your women's basketball team got their first victory in CAA play. The win elevated the Hawks' record to 8-14 and 1-10 in the CAA conference. Sophomore guard Lacey Suggs nearly got a double-double with shooting 15 points and 9 rebounds.
Senior guard Madison Rocky scored a game-high 23 points, including 15 in the fourth quarter when the Lady Hawks were down by 14 points. With Rocky leading the Hawks' comeback, she earned the honor of Seahawk Central Sports Beats of the Week. This was also head coach Karen Barefoot's first conference win, and she celebrated by tweeting, "Held our opponent to 9 points in the fourth quarter, made big shots and clutch free throws. My UNCW women's hoops showed so much grit to earn a road win."
We were going to tell you about women's hoops' upcoming game against James Madison on the 9th, but it seems all games against JMU have been postponed due to a student athlete having a case of the mumps. Mumps is a viral disease whose initial symptoms include fever, muscle pain, and headaches. Head coach Stephen McGrath sends his best wishes to the Dukes, saying, quote, "Our foremost concern is the health and the well-being of student athletes at JMU," end quote.
Men and women hoops will both have their next game right here at Trask for the 2018 homecoming games. Last week we told you guys that baseball season was just underway, and every week they're getting closer to that opening game. Reporter Andrew Carlton is at Brooks Field getting up close and personal with the Diamond Hawks. Check it out.
What's up, Seahawks? Andrew Carlton here reporting from Brooks Field, where Baseball Media Day is underway. We've got some interviews with players, including Clark Cota, freshman Greg Jones, and then we've also got Austin Easter here to talk about the upcoming season. Seahawks are poised for a pretty good run in the CAA, are actually favored to win the conference. So we're going to talk to some players, see what they're thinking.
You could feel the pressure a little bit, but you have to force the mindset to stay the same from the past 2 years. You can't let these things get to you, because then you'll start stressing out about it, and you really need to start stressing out about the next outing that you have. So for me, I'm gonna just keep it the same and try to keep going with what I've been doing, and hopefully that works out for me, and I can achieve those accolades.
This summer I really worked hard on changeup, so that's something that I'm trying to throw in more often, especially to right and left-handed hitters. Down 2-0 when I'm down in a count, that's something that I want to go to just keep them off balance so they don't sit on a fastball or my curveball. So that's something that I've worked on really hard and that I'm going to bring to the table this year.
I actually didn't get a chance to speak to Bobby, but he had a really good speech about how the San Francisco Giants have always depended on all of their players and not just certain ones, and how it's a team aspect, and when you all come together you can have something special like they have with their World Series championships.
People know their roles this year, and it's really, really impressive what we can do when we do our jobs, and what this team's going to end up looking like.
What would you say your biggest role is for this year?
Just really trying to help the team. I mean, whatever it is, whether it's a day where I have to hit home runs or driving guys that have gotten on in front of me. I mean, the guys around me in the lineup are always going to be on base, and they're going to do the best that they can do to do their jobs, and I'm going to do the best I can do to know my role and know the situation that I need to do, whether it's laying a bunt down, whatever I need to do. I'm going to do what's best for the team and help us get that win, right?
They've taken on a leadership role in trying to give pitchers feedback each day while they're catching their pins, and then they've done the same thing from an offensive standpoint and practice approach standpoint, just reminding players what's expected from phase to phase in practice, to remain focused, and let's stay locked in on what we're trying to get accomplished.
For me, leadership is doing it by your actions, and then also helping the younger guys when they may be struggling, not putting them down, but helping them get back up, and just kind of telling them how you've been successful and what I've learned from the older guys before me, like Jordan Ramsey, who was very successful. And I just kind of take qualities from each of those and build onto your leadership skills, and just try and lead and be an example for each player that comes after you.
All the guys are hardworking down here. Coaches really expect a lot out of their players, especially me. And I feel like we got some competitors, so we'll definitely compete this year.
I think for the TealTV, want you guys to know that we're out here and we're not playing around this year, and we'd like a little bit more support out in these bleachers for the guys giving it their all, because it's 45 hours a week for us. So
You heard them, folks. Come out next Friday, the 16th, where your UNCW Seahawks take on Eastern Kentucky. Come out and show your support right here at Brooks Field. From Brooks Field, I'm Andrew Carlton.
I am definitely anticipating this baseball season. I can't wait for the opening day. Stay tuned for more updates on UNCW Sports and have a fun and safe weekend. I'm Payton Goodwin.
And I'm Betsy and Andrew. By the way, we do have a winner from the big game last Sunday. Payton, drum roll, please. And the cookout tray goes to our very own Aaron Martin. Congrats, Aaron, and be sure to tune in next week for another episode of Seahawk Central Sports. Remember to be real
and keep it teal.